will see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Keeping it on the ground here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Buckeyes looking to cash in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Got a lane. Can he get in? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What an opening drive by this offense and especially this running back. Every single time they gave the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. He hands it off from the gun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The game makes it second and medium. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking right. This one caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Short completion. A third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Paul. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to leave the sticks.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
First down and 10. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Important second down play coming up. Tight end goes in motion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Dogs keep the football on the move. The pass rush closing in. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. The Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. He'll drop back here on third down. Throws to the tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And they'll kick it away here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And he's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Looking to pass here on second down. He's going to pull it down and run. They make the tackle, but that scramble earns him enough yards for the first down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. It always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Hits the running back in the flat. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He escapes the sack. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off the scramble.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They test the middle but get stuck. That one goes nowhere.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback making some changes at the line. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks like he's going to run it. Grab down the middle. It's Paul. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's third down for the offense. Can he get there on the ground? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. The Dogs come to the line to run the hurry up. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. A quick spin move. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
That's caught. It's Cano.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Here we go on fourth down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And that pass ball is incomplete. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
They'll pass in the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Trying for a fourth down completion. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. First and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. And the Bulldogs looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. In the second quarter, it's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Quick completion to the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Georgia 14. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. There's the handoff. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The Dogs will line up to boot it away. When he comes for his second punt of the game. Oh, the ball comes loose. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense really clicking. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive? Do they cut into this lead or play it safe and point toward the second half? And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Return to pick six. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll call for the fair catch here. About 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. And he drops back in the gun. And the protection breaks down yet again. Another sack.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here's the handoff. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Takes the handoff again. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. On the run here. Lets it go. And the ball is picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Wow, what a play. A defensive score. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Solid game, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And here's the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Crucial third down play right here. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Cannot escape it. Down he goes. Well, these defensive ends are hard to handle on the edge. That's it. He comes around the corner and hits the quarterback.
Boy, this defensive end is so talented. He can bull rush you and use his power, or also use his quickness to be able to get around the corner, bend, and then lower in on the quarterback. That's exactly what he's able to do, and I love the way he finished on that sack.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He bought some time, now lets it go. It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. Second down now.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after that previous play. QB decides to keep it here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Back in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And moves the ball to the 35, and another 1st down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Becoming a long drive, the 9th play coming up. Caught quickly. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, it's not always the big, tall receiver that gives these defenses headaches on slant routes. Sometimes it can be that undersized guy from the slot. It's very tough to get your hands on.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Defense is coming after him, bringing pressure. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And tackled there by the defense.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Linebacker shifting around now. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That run moves the ball across the 40.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. And they make the 1st down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision. not able to connect. Incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Time for one more play here in the quarter. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made on the out route. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the single back takes the handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going here.
Nothing going with the running game on those 2 plays. Now it's 3rd down and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Ohio State, 40, Georgia, 27.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The Buckeyes churn out another first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Single back takes the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Runs through the defender. And they stop him. I think it's short of the first down.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the route is on.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
Georgia, 27.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field.
Get set.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. The backs got it. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. The Dogs will crank up the tempo. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's complete downfield. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Georgia now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple, and this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the 1st down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Linebackers making some adjustments now. And the quarterback just kneels down.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more